Right, hello, welcome back everybody. Today we're going to be doing a little bit of wrapping today on the old mobility scooter. As I said in my previous video, I've actually got someone that wants this now, because I was going to originally wrap it red again, but they've asked me to do it in a matte black, so I've purchased a couple of rolls of matte black vinyl wrap, so we're going to give that a go today. And also I've got a bit of a mail call, stickers come in and a gift, so let's see who this is from first and then we'll get started. Right then, so first of all we've had a letter come in, Gary Scrap It Man. Let's get this one opened. Oh, there's a couple of stickers in here and they're both the same and they're from John Ladd. So if you haven't got John Ladd, head over to his channel, give him a sub and ring his bell and let him know that we sent you across. So we're going to stick John's sticker up on the board there. I think we'll put John up there. Nice sticker that, with a VW badge on it. So we'll stick, get the air bubbles out of that. Stick John Ladd's up there. And we'll have keep a spare one up there. Whenever someone asks for one of mine, if I've got any extras, I will put the extras in, and just to get the name circulated around a bit. So yeah, thanks a lot for that, John Ladd. And we've also got a gift here off my Amazon wish list, and it's a 500 piece split pin set. So it's all different sizes of split pins in there. So really appreciate that. They're going to come in handy. And there was a little note in there. Love your videos, Gary. Keep up the great work. And that's from Ellis Garbutt. So thanks very much for that, Ellis. We appreciate that. And if anyone else wants to check out the Amazon wish list, there's a link in the description below. So we really appreciate that. So it is a bit cold out here today. I've actually got the heater on 3 bars, and I've just had a nice cup of tea brought out to me. So that should keep us going. I thought what I'm going to start with, I'm going to start on the back bit of fairing. As I say, this, if I was doing this to make money and do a proper job on it, you would rub all this sort of stuff down. You can see where the previous owner has touched it up there, just with a bit of, looks like nail varnish or something really. But if I was doing this, as I say, to make money or to make a proper job, you would rub all this down, because there's a possibility that the difference from the finish there and the paint painted on top, you might actually just see that in the vinyl. But as I say, it's a cheap scooter at the end of the day, and we're just going to have a go at practice a bit of wrapping on it. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to get myself a bit of panel wipe, and we'll panel wipe it down, get in all the cracks and all that, get it cleaned up. We've got a squeegee there for when we want to try and flatten it down, and I've also got some cutting tape, which is where you can make a join, and it's meant to be pretty seamless so you don't see it, so, and making a nice job of it. So yeah, I've got 2 rolls of this. This is a 2 metre roll, so what I've actually got 4 metres worth, and that's an handful unless we make a bit of a cock up. So let's get this panel wiped and then we'll get started. So I've just got myself some panel wipe there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick the fairing actually in the vise, and that will hold it for me when I come to wrap it as well. So stick that there. You ain't got to go too much, you don't want to break the plastic, just so it's nipped up there. And I'm just going to go around it now and give it a clean. Right, so it has actually brought a bit of crap off there, and it's nice and clean now. So that panel wipe's done its job. We'll get this wrap opened. Remember, this ain't a how-to wrap, because I say the only thing I've ever wrapped before was that board, and that was pretty easy, to be fair, because it was just a flat piece of wood. So this is going to be a bit more challenging, because we've got all curves and that, and we've got bends to get round and challenge with. And worst case scenario, if I can't do it and it does look crap, we'll just pull it off again, and I will rub it down and just paint it matte black for him. So yeah, but I just want to have a go at this and see what it's all about. As you can see, it's a matte black finish there. It's going to be sort of stealthy of this, I think. So what you also do need is I've got my DeWalt heat gun there, and that's just to get a bit of, I'll go over the panel first just to get a bit of heat on it. Don't want to make it hot, obviously it's plastic, so this is a variable heat one, this DeWalt one, and you can actually stand it on its back there while it's running, and you will, once you get a bit of heat on it, I think I'm going to be going that way, and then we'll heat that up and you just give it a little stretch, I believe. You don't want to go too mad because you can distort it, so it's just trial and error at the end of the day. So let's get started. So we're just going to get a bit of heat now on this panel, because it is cold in here, as I say. Just to take all the moisture out as well if there's anything on it. Right then, so we'll just get a bit of a measurement there. We'll go across there. And there is a proper blade you can get for cutting this. I think they call it a snitty, I believe. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to run along this white bit of trim that I've put on the end of this worktop as a guide. So put that down there, and hopefully I won't cut it too short. No. Now I want to find the end. And I say this is the first time I'm having a go at this, so you might all be shouting at your computer screen now, I'm doing it wrong. Right, I thought I'd just bring you back here quickly. To be honest, it's not my first choice of colour, because it shows up all the grease marks from your hand when you touch it. I mean, I will get it cleaned down when it's done, but it's going to be showing up everything, I reckon. But that's what the chap wanted, so that's what he'll get. Yeah, it's a bit fiddlier than I thought, but I've found out that heat is your best friend when you come to this, to get a good stretch on it and pull. I mean, there is a couple of imperfections, as you can see there, and which I said at the start of the video. You should, if you're going to ideally do this, you want to rub it down and get yourself a really nice flat surface to start with, because it's, as they say, preparation is key. Obviously, as I keep saying, this is a second-hand mobility screw at the end of the day. It's not going to no shows, it's not going to win nothing. It's just a bit of a colour change for the next owner. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to spin it round, and we're going to work on this back, on this front face of it now. But I just wanted to bring you back here just to show you, and I say you will see a couple of little bits underneath that. That's just poor preparation, but as I say, it's not going to be winning those shows. So this is just something for me to practice wrapping on. So I'm no expert at this, so don't do what I'm doing and think this is the right way, because this is just the way I'm learning myself. So yeah, I'm going to turn this round now. Right, so welcome back everybody. This has taken me about 45 minutes to get to this stage, and I'll be honest with you, I'm not very happy with it, and I think I'm going to scrap the idea and I'm going to just paint it matte black. I mean, I'm getting there with it, but it does really want rubbing down. I'm not happy to put my name to it with all these bits underneath it. So what I'm going to do is I am going to take the wrap off. You can see I haven't finished bothering tidying them edges up. I would have pulled them, heated that up and just pulled that under there, and that would have just made a tidier job of that. But as you can see, there's too much bits underneath it. You can't see it from a distance, but to the eye, I know it's there, and I don't want to see this going up and down the local village with my name to it. So like I say, I've had a go at wrapping. It's harder than I thought it would be actually, but that doesn't mean I'm going to give up. I've got plenty of wrap still. I'll just start having a go with doing something a bit easier first, rather than having all these bends and all that. To be fair, getting these bends in wasn't too bad. I've realised I was using my thumb more than I was the squeegee, and that was just putting it nicely in the creases there. I'm really happy with them, to be fair, the creases and all that. It's just the bits underneath that's letting it down. Getting your thumb in there, it's better than using the tool. And I did notice on a few videos I watched that other people that was wrapping were actually using their hands rather than these. These are big for your big, like something doing like that on a big flat area surface, but roofs of cars, bonnets or whatever, the sides of the car where it's nice and flat. But when you're going around your arches and all that, you do really want to get your thumb in there, and do use a glove as well, because it just keeps all your skin oils off of the wrap. So yeah, I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to leave it here for this one. So there will be another part to this where we will be rubbing it down. It just needs a slight key up really. It doesn't need taking back to bare plastic. It just wants a key on the surface with a scotch pad maybe, and maybe we'll get a little bit of 500 or something just to take the bits off that where the previous owner has actually painted it, just to get that to a nice level, and then we'll scotch it up. I'm still not happy about the matte black though, to be fair. I might just do a bit of a satin black. I won't go gloss black because he doesn't want shiny, so if I put a satin on it, it might give us a bit of in between then, because matte black's horrible when it's painted. It's like a chalkboard basically. So yeah, I don't think it'll look any good. I think we're going to go for satin black. We'll leave that here for this one then. Thanks a lot to John Ladd, link in the description below for him. And thanks Ellis for the split pins. If you haven't already subscribed, hit that little subscribe button there and ring that bell. Until next time, we'll see you about.